Slanted beams of gold break through the glass, watching the quiet seasons as they pass through the arched windows. The day begins to fade, painting the world in a mellow amber shade. Tiny yellow blooms in a jar on the wood. Are they waiting for someone as they should? Specks of dust waltz in the pillars of light. In this hushed corner, everything feels right. This is where time slows its restless pace, where the warmth of empty chairs fills the space. No need to hurry, no reason to run. My heart finds rest in the setting sun. The city hums like a dream far away. Unspoken words are all we need to say, just fragments of an afternoon lingering still in the stillness of the air against the windowsill. As the shadows grow long and the light turns thin, touching the petals where the day had been, I know tomorrow will find its way back home in this golden glow. I'm never alone. Golden melodies rest long upon the sill, where AtoZmood dance on a tiny stage, so still. In the quiet rows of chairs where no one stays, yellow blossoms gently lift their gaze. In this air where time seems to have held its breath, the scent of aged wood whispers of a soft rest, gathering the fragments of a slow afternoon. I watch the bottled sunlight ending much too soon. A silence deeper than the coffee's drifting scent, where shadows stretch in lazy, slow ascent, leaving yesterday's noise far beyond the pain. A tiny island where only I and the light remain. The trembling petals swaying in the breeze, a nameless comfort that brings my heart to ease. spread. The scent of aged wood whispers of a soft rest. Gathering the fragments of a slow afternoon, I watch the bottled sunlight ending much too soon. Today's scenery will slowly fade away. In this cozy dream the light chose to portray, I just wanna stay a little longer here. The low-hanging sun upon arch windows traces long shadows across the dark floor. On this old wooden table, like a secret told, a single vase holds a forgotten promise once sworn. Nameless dust motes stands slow on the warm air, drifting like sailors on a river of light. The noise from outside is a faraway affair. Time pauses for breath and stands still and quiet. Stay a while in this golden pooling light. Set down my complex thoughts, fold them away. Gather my sacred stillness, holding tight. Trace the warmth where the flower petals sway. Collecting these soft rustling pieces of the afternoon. Above the empty chairs, coffee scents still linger. A kindly breeze arrives from a distant shore, saying no rush, you've done enough, don't worry. The shattered light beams pat my shoulder once more. Stay a while in this golden pooling light. Set down my complex thoughts, fold them away. Gather my sacred stillness, holding tight. Trace the warmth where the flower petals sway. Collecting these soft rustling pieces of the afternoon. My heart grows golden with a leaning light, so I can't remember this feeling again tomorrow. Hold this perfect moment gently in my sight, in the place where the afternoon has just passed by. Fragmented gold spills through the arched panes, settling softly on the wooden hidden melody only the quiet knows. Empty chairs standing in a row of sun, yellow petals drinking light one by one. In this stillness where the shadows wait, even the clock forgets to keep its date. Oh, time moves a little slower here. The city's noise begins to disappear. In this hollow space where the warmth is deep, our restless memories find a place to sleep. As the shadows stretch along the floor, the sun starts dipping toward the door. A comfort that needs no words to say, just the golden peace at the end of the day, where the light has lingered and gone. The scent of flowers carries on, whispering, it was a beautiful afternoon. The sunlight spills through the arched window frame, resting softly on an empty chair. Longer shadows play a quiet game, walking across the wooden table there. The city hum fades to a distant dream. Even the scent of coffee holds its breath. My gaze is caught in a golden beam. In this stillness I find my rest, where time forgets to run so fast. A tiny vase holds the seasons of the year. Golden dust motes dancing as they pass. A gentle peace begins to bloom right here. Shards of light on the yellow petals bright. In every empty seed a warmth remains. the world fades away as the sunlight whispers its last goodbye. The day folds its wings with a gentle sigh, a warm light lingering before it flies, just a small comma under the golden sky.
Slanted rays of sun spill through the pane, resting softly on the timber's grain. Forgotten ghost of yesterday's trace, dancing like white dust in this hollow space. Wildflowers tucked in a jar of glass, bending their heads as the moments pass. Time holds its breath, standing perfectly still, sketching the seasons we left on the sill. Close my eyes and I hear a low sigh, scattered dreams beneath the golden sky. In this unhurried, quiet noon, I let my heart hum a peaceful tune, like a photograph faded by years, finding the beauty behind the tears. Shadows stretch long o'er the empty seat. The world outside feels so discreet, cradling the warmth of a cooling cup, the unspoken words I can't give up. As the day slowly starts to fade in the glow that the sun has made, shimmering fragments of the afternoon, will I find you here again quite soon? Long shadows stretching past the window pane, tiny motes of gold dancing in the air. In this silence where even waiting feels like rest, time pulls up a chair and decides to stay. The rhythm of the clock, a soft and steady beat, the warmth left behind on an empty wooden seat. We don't need words to make this moment whole, where petal smile in a glass of light, and sunbeams break like diamonds on the table. Every heavy thought turns into a gentle scent, resting in the softest corner of this season. Watching worries melt like sugar in my cup. People passing by like scenes from an old film, fading into a dream, a blurred and amber glow. I'm just following the melody of the light. Golden ripples swaying in the coffee's heart. Memories stack like books upon a dusty shelf. In this place there is no need to hurry on, where yellow petals smile in a glass of light, and sunbeams break like diamonds on the table. Every heavy thought turns into a gentle scent, resting in the softest corner of this season. As the sun leans low against the window frame, I'll hold this fleeting warmth inside my chest and keep these pieces of the day forever mine. Long beams of light through the window pane, tiny golden dust motes dancing in the air. The warmth resting on these empty wooden chairs feels a little kinder than it did yesterday. Small yellow blooms in a simple glass jar, basking in the glow, bowing their heads low. In this quiet space where the world slows down, only the scent of coffee lingers all around. It feels like time has come to a peaceful standstill, as golden fragments scatter across the tabletop, waiting for you, with a heart that's finally calm, resting in the arms of this amber afternoon. The city noise feels like a distant hum. Soft shadows bloom on the weathered wooden grain, tracing the lines with my tired fingertips. I remember the dreams I almost let slip away. The world outside may spin a little too fast, but I hope this light
single petal in the breeze turns into a melody, putting my mind at ease. It feels like time has come to a peaceful standstill as golden fragments scatter across the tabletop, waiting for that's finally come, resting in the arms of this amber afternoon, where the sunlight lingers on the wood. Only the scent of flowers remains for good. May the here again, quiet fragments of a dream that never ends. Stretching long past the window frame, dust motes waltzing in a sea of amber light, a gentle warmth settling soft on every empty chair. Even the ticking clock slows its rhythm for the quiet air. A single yellow bloom shy in its crystal jar, a peaceful afternoon smiling back at me from afar. In this silent hollow where there's no need to rush, I lay down the heavy pieces of my heart in the hush. Traces of heat drifting through the mellow glow. Yesterday's worries find a place they don't have to go. Catching the shattered light in the hollow of my palm, I offer myself this moment, a gift of steady calm. Everything that sparkles feels so kind and near. Even the waiting turns to a melody I want to hear, while the world outside keeps rushing on its way. Time has decided to hold its breath and stay. A single yellow bloom shy in its crystal jar, a peaceful afternoon smiling back at me from afar. In this silent hollow where there's no need to rush, I lay down the heavy pieces of my heart in the hush, tracing the shadows where the light used to be. Today was truly kind to me. arch window shadows stretch so tall. Fragments of the afternoon resting on the wooden wall, touching every grain of time, soft and slow, watching how the gentle warmth begins to grow. Where the golden dust motes dance in the light, time catches its breath and fades from sight. In a small glass vase the yellow petals glow, filling up the empty spaces I used to know. Oh, let the sunlight stay. An empty room, a silence soft and deep, where even the waiting seems to fall asleep. Leaning by the window, I close my eyes and feel the season brush past under quiet skies. Memories blooming on these golden rays, reaching for a dream through the sunlit haze. In this very moment I am part of the view, dissolving in the gold, starting something new. As the shadows shift and the day starts to lean, I pray for the peace that remains unseen. May the sun find its way back home to me. In this quiet company,